Alright, let's talk about some rectangular prisms and volume. So volume of a rectangular prism is just length times width times height. So on this, we just take our numbers there, which are 3 for our length, 6 for our width, and 5 for our height. So volume is going to equal, I'm going to start with the 6 times 5. It doesn't matter which order I do this in because it's all multiplication. So I'm going to do 6 times 5 is 30. And then I got 3 times 30, so my volume is going to equal, 3 times 30 is going to be 90. And that's going to be centimeters. And because it's volume, it's always going to be cubed. Alright, so now we have a square dunk tank. Has sides of 4 feet. If I add 5 feet of water to the tank, what is the volume of water? So again, our volume equals, the square is a rectangle, so it's still going to be length times width times height, but our length and width are going to be the same, which is just the side of that square. So our volume is going to equal 4 times 4 times 5. So here I'm going to do, again, 4 times 5 is going to be the easiest. So 4 times 5 is 20. So now I have 4 times 20. 4 times 2 is 8, so that's going to be 80 feet. And again, this is volume, so it's going to be cubed. So a volume of water is 80 feet cubed. Alright, so now I have a question up there. What happens to the volume when you double each side? So let's first find the volume of that. So our volume equals length times width times height. So volume is going to equal 2 times 7 times 6. So I can do the 6 times 7 first, which is 42. And then 2 times 42 is going to equal 84. So my volume is 84 centimeters cubed. So let's see what happens when we double each one of those measurements. So the 2 I'm going to double to 4. So volume is going to equal 4 times 7 doubled is 14, and 6 doubled is 12. So now I have 4 times 14 times 12. So there's no real easy way to do this. So we're just going to work out the 14 times 12 first. So volume is going to equal 4 times 14 times 12. When you work that out, you're going to get 168. And then we're going to take that 168 and multiply it by 4. So my volume is going to equal 4 times 168 is going to give me 672. So that would be 672 centimeters cubed. Well, how does that compare? Well, in order to see how many times greater it is, I need to take that 672 and divide it by 84. So if I think, it's going to go in evenly, because I just know it's going to work out that way. So I have to think 4 times what number is going to end in a 2? So I know 4 times 8 is 32, so I'm going to guess that this is 8 times. So 8 times 4 is 32. Carry the 3. 8 times 8 is 64 plus 3 is 67. And it worked out perfectly, no remainder. So when you double each side, when you're talking about volume, it is going to be 8 times bigger volume, or greater volume. Let's do greater.